side of the volume profile we're on. So
Got it.
like
Okay.
stuff like that. And then that way we're like, okay, I'll go through, I'll go on mine, I'll mark whether it's a W or a loss, right? Based on the ones that are on either side of the thing,
Okay.
and then easy clap, right?
Okay. No
So then
problem.
we'll go like we can go based on like, okay, we're below value area, we're coming off of value area low, and then Dodgy's indicator printed here, that's a dub,
Got
right?
it. Yeah.
And then we'll consider like a 1-to-1 a dub,
A
right?
dub.
Because it's normally
Okay.
yeah. And then we'll go and we'll see like, let's say we get a Dodgy's indicator on the top, and let's say like it gives us a short,
Uh
and
huh.
if it's a loss, then we'll mark that a loss.
Okay.
But I think we should start off testing only either side of the market, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay. So I'm gonna record.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
I'm all ready to go. What do you think I should do? What
I think you should.
just go back
I
and
think we just go
pick a new
on.
date?
Yeah, just pick whatever day you want to do,
Got it.
and then we'll turn on. They have an indicator for it. It's called like SVPHD, and then turn on the overnight one and then the session one, because the session one is used for like Asia and the overnight one is used for New York. And then we can just click through and see when it gives us the indicator, what side of volume we're at, and just go from there.
Okay. Let me just do this. Let me do this. Okay. And the indicator you said is called
SVP
SVP
HD.
H.
Yeah, profile HD.
This
You can
one.
go back. It was on there. Yeah, that one.
Got it. Okay.
And then you're in East Coast, so you can just put like I would put two on there and put one for the overnight session. Just go to custom, up sessions
I can
there, and then go to
oh,
custom,
custom. Got it.
and then go 1800 to 925. You can type it in too.
1800 to 925.
hmm
And then anything else?
No, that's it really. And then go to style, and then highlight value area high, value area low, and POC. And then I would change them to like black so we can just see the levels. I normally turn POC to like orange or something, so it's like different from black, but
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna be just completely honest with you.
And then
I literally have no idea what like any of this stuff means. So you're gonna be like,
okay, I'll
yeah.
explain it to you.
Okay.
Let me share my screen,
Okay.
and then so then some people can be like, "Oh, well, he'll explain it from there." So essentially what this means is like, I always go back to this. It's in statistics, they have this thing called standard deviations, right?
Yeah.
There's all in time. So let's say like it'll look like this. Let me see if I can. It'll look something like this. This is a good drawing there. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then right here, and then this is like one standard deviation, right? This area is one standard deviation away from the center, right? And there's supposed to be 68% of all volume here.
Yeah.
Then as you go further, the probability it ends up being like two standard deviations is 95%, three standard deviations is 99%. Essentially, what that means is they turned it on its side with the volume profile, right? So 70% of all, well, 68, all the traders round to 70. 70% of all volume is between these two lines. And the moment you go outside those two lines, you're outside the standard deviation of it, right? Outside of one standard deviation.
Got it.
And price tends to stay within two standard deviations max, right? But it tends to stay within one standard deviation. I don't know, more like I think it's 80 or 70 or 80% of the time that the market's been going, it's within one standard deviation of the thing. So what people in trading do is they'll mark out certain areas and they're like, okay, this orange piece is the most traded volume, right? This from this point to this point is 70% of the volume. So what tends to happen is when we break outside of this volume, we tend to break back in. So like the way that it was explained to me was the market. Oh man, I just shit the bed here.
No problem.
Can I
Just Control
control
Z.
Z this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So the way it was explained to me is market makers pick, like, they decide where price is at fair value. Essentially, anywhere between this orange line, like anywhere on this orange line, is fair value, right? So
Got it.
this area here is fair value. And then what do? They kick the market out of balance and find a new fair value. And then they kick the market out of balance and find a new fair value. So what tends to happen is whenever they kick it out, that's what we call distribution. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
So like our distribution is when the market makers decide to push outside of value, like a breakout essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I consider it distribution just because I learned ICT. But what we're going from there is whenever we'll just go back a couple days here. We tend to bounce from one side, right? We're at fair value. We bounce to one side, we go to the other, right? Right here, we started outside, went back to fair value,
Mm-hmm. And
and
come
then
back.
I was
Yeah.
expecting to target the other side, but we never targeted it today. But either way, let's go here. Let's do the overnight because overnight tends to bounce a lot more. Overnight will bounce from fair value to the other side,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was expecting back over here. And I'll show you why this box is important later. But here you go. You're on one side of fair value, and you go to the other side of fair value, right? Let me get this to
Yeah.
load up real quick.
No problem.
Here, we can do it on a higher time frame. Probably be cleaner here. Sorry, I have Texas internet, bro. It's
No, no,
hot
that's
dog
fine.
water.
That's fine. I'm dealing with the same shit, bro.
Yeah. I feel like every time I was in Washington State for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, dude, this internet's great. And then it just started getting worse. But here, right here, we're on one side of value, we go to the other side of value, right? We're on one side of value, we go to the other side, we go to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, you go from one side to
All
the
right,
other
but
side. So essentially, what we're doing is we're just bouncing from value to value until New York session and we distribute out of it. So my game plan is we test this Dodgy's indicator on the ends of value.
Got it.
So here,
Got it. Yeah.
here, right here, even up here and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you can always take, like, when you program it, you can say, okay, the Dodgies, the
Isaiah, why?
last low inside the Dodgies indicator touched this or we were below this. Does that make sense?
I understand. Yes.
Okay. That's pretty much it. So we turned on the overnight session. I think we should turn on the New York session and just put, like, add another SVP and then put 9:30 to I guess it's 17
What time? Like EST? Are you trying to do?
EST. Yeah, 9:30 to 17.
17 would be 5 p.m. So market close. You're saying, right?
Yeah, market
Okay.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
market open to market close.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9:30 to 17.
Yeah. And then you can just go back and then see where the dodgies were. And this is the thing, some of the dodgies indicators come off of the POC or come off of value area low or come off of value area high.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like you said, when we're going from an A tier to A plus plus or S or whatever you want to call it, you'd be coming off of one side of value, or you'd be coming off of fair value, which is the POC.
Yes. Okay. So I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. You're still gonna have to like walk me through it as we go through it and like
No, I
practice it.
got you. I
Yeah.
got you, man. I got you.
But yeah, no. I mean, let's do it. This makes a whole bunch of sense. Let's try and run it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, here's some free sauce.
Uh-huh.
The market always wants to manipulate into the lowest value.
Okay.
Like it'll try to rebalance. So like I don't know if my screen's still
Yep.
up. So like right here, the market went into a low volume area. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make this bigger. Oh shit. I just shit the bed here. I hit the wrong one. Uh, let's go here. Turn this up. Okay. So then once this loads, it'll show you. But price tends to manipulate into the low areas of volume. And
This
then
is what
that's
you were.
where it gets like,
This is what you were showing on
yeah,
the
this is what I
live.
wanted to
Yeah,
show you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes,
This
yes,
was
yes.
really cool. I like this.
And then so that way you can like, whenever you're looking at stuff, you're like, okay, well, if the market's gonna move, right? Like let's say we're up here for whatever the session was. Man, these SVP, this indicator sucks, bro. You got to
Yeah,
make a new one.
yeah. I know we will. We will.
Um, yeah. Sorry, guys, for everyone watching. It's just Trading View doesn't want to help me out here.
No problem. Take your time, bro.
Okay, here. So if you look here on this day,
Mm-hmm.
where's the market likely to retrace?
To the low
The market
volume.
is likely to retrace into the low volume.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. Because you know how like ICT tells you the market goes out of balance and back into balance,
Yes.
I think he's talking about volume, right? Because look at this. It went right to where there's low volume.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And then what did it do? Continue the expansion. Then when the market closed, where was it reaching for?
Yeah.
Low volume.
Low volume. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the low volumes tend to interact with fair value gaps. But this way, like, let's say there's a fair value gap here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not gonna, this fair value gap is less likely to be retraced into than this one. Does that make sense?
Wait.
Same
Why?
thing with
Why?
like, because it has more volume.
So you're saying it's
The
a
one with the
lower.
least,
It's less
the
likely
one
to
with the
get
least,
retraced in. What
yes,
does that
yes.
mean?
It's like, how do I say it? So let's say like you have this fair value gap here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Yeah.
this is your fair value gap. Let's say price wanted to keep going lower. Why did price come back here to this level? Right? And why didn't price come back up to this fair value gap here? Like, why did price not come here? Why did price come here?
I see.
Because there's less volume in
I
it.
see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you can kind of pinpoint where you're at in the market. Like, that's how I've seen it, anyways. I'm like, okay, there's low volume here. We're trailing down. If we're going to have a retrace, we're going to retrace back into low volume.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
But essentially what we're testing today is the dodgies on either side of the volume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that way you can see like, okay, we are at the
Yo.
here, if you would have been here at 3, 4 in the morning, then you're like, okay, we're in discount here. I'm not looking for shorts past here
I
because
see
we're
what you're
already in
saying.
discount.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
100%.
And same thing, we're like, when we're obviously, it didn't look this pretty up here, but up here, we're in premium. I don't want to take longs while we're in premium, if that makes sense.
I see.
I'm not okay taking longs until we touch here, which this is like an area to bounce from, essentially.
I see.
Yeah, and same thing like every day, every single day. I'm like, right here, I'm in discount. I only want longs. Does that make sense?
I see what you're saying.
And then right here, it's like, okay, well, what do we bounce from? This is the trade you took the other day
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when I was like, hey, we're bouncing off the value area low. It was right here.
Yep.
And then you come back in, you fill the fair value gap essentially, or you fill the low volume and you keep going,
I see.
and vice versa. And then,
And when
and
you like
yeah, exactly.
just for like that example right there where we retrace into the low volume and out of the fair value gap, you just measure out the CE of that fair value gap. You know that there's low volume in there or retracing. You could easily top tick right there.
Yeah, you could top ticket here. There's like, once you're here, like, let's say right here is fair value, right? Let's say all this is fair value.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is fair value, literally this big ass cone here.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did we do? We went on the other side of fair value. We filled in a gap. Where are we going?
Turtle soup that high
Yeah.
inside that
You
gap.
turtle soup the heart.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. All this stuff seems to align for me. I'm like, okay, Well, we just turtle soup this high. We tapped into low volume. And this is the thing, like, why would you enter here? Like, why would you wait for this to get ran? Right? Like, how do you know there's a turtle soup coming?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all like, there's so much low volume here that you expect price to at least try to push in here.
I see.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see. Yeah,
And
yeah.
here's another thing: you can turn on the volumetric candles, and there's imbalances in here also.
I see. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the indicator that Tomei was working on, I'm like, look, if you put the imbalances here, then it's like, okay, we go into an imbalance, we tap into an imbalance, we're in it for a value gap, we're going down 100%.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's why I said if you want to back test it with this, then you know if you're in premium or discount of the range, and you don't have to worry about like trying to take longs up here. Like, nah, bro, you can't take longs
No,
up here
of
because you're in
course.
premium.
Of course.
You know, you can't take shorts down here because you're in discount.
Discount. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I want. That's what I really wanted to look at because you know, let's say the Dodgy's indicator right now has like a 70% win rate, but it's like, dude, you can filter it out like just from being premium and discount of the volume. Like if we get a Dodgy signal here, I'm not saying it's a 100% win rate, but it's a much higher win rate because you're in discount, you're below fair value. Does that make sense?
110%.
Yeah. And
See,
that's what I was like,
it makes sense to me right now because we're talking about it, you're explaining things. But like again, like when we get onto the charts, I'm gonna lose like all fucking sense of it. But like, let's
yeah,
do
yeah,
it,
yeah.
bro.
But that's why I'm here, bro. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think this can take people from like even just oh, let me explain the middle of the box, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this is what I was talking
This is
to
the RTH gap, right?
this is the
Slazzy.
RTH cap I was talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I was talking to him about it. I was like,
Slazzy,
yeah,
right?
so this
Yeah.
RTH gap
Mm-hmm.
is the options gap.
Oh,
And you
okay.
can like just turn on the RTH here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's this gap.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you're trading options, this gap this is what people see in the options market,
Correct.
right? So you're essentially taking the CE of this, and then so I was like, okay, well, let's consider it a gap, right? And during the Biden presidency, these things got filled every day, bro. Every day they were getting filled,
Really.
at least halfway. And then people did some calculations or something, and they said this gap fills to the midpoint 80% of the time. And for me, when I was starting trading, I was like, 80%, dude, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm at the highs, I get SMT, I just short it down to the midpoint. But what you'll see is price will react off this midpoint. Like it reacted here,
Yep.
it reacted here, the midpoint, it'll react to the ES midpoint,
I see.
right?
Yep.
So here it reacts again. Um, here it reacted again.
Mm-hmm.
Here it reacted again. So I'm like, this thing tends to happen a lot. I just keep my eye on it. And these are the things that tend to reverse me whenever I'm trading. So if I'm trading and I'm going like, okay, I'm in a discount right here, right? I'm in discount right here. I want to look for longs. I know that the market opened. It's from market close to market open. So right here's this is the gap for today,
Yep.
or was the gap for today.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, we're above it. We're in premium. So what do we want to do? We want
Short.
to short
Yeah.
because we're in premium. We're above it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that tells me we want to short. And then you could have waited to just take this. But what did we short to? We shorted to the options
Equilibrium.
gap.
Yeah. CE.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're taking trades like this, it's like, I know for a minimum, if we're coming down to here. And then at a minimum, after that, we're coming there. Like if we break through here, we're going here.
Yeah.
If we break through here, we free fall here.
I see.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. All
So
right.
it's like yeah. And if you get like, if you get deep charts, you could cheat too cuz you can see the imbalances within these candles, if that makes sense.
Does
Like
the
here, let me,
does the what trading view just added? Does that allow it or no?
yeah, it does, but then you get like these funky candles. See, so like
Yeah.
this whole this is what it looks like whenever you have the imbalances in. So for you guys who are like wondering what's going on, these imbalances are essentially where there's three times more sellers than buyers or buyers than sellers, right? And this is how I determine which order blocks and which breaker blocks and which fair value gaps I like more. So if you look here, I'm sorry, I can't zoom in too much because it's kind of bad. But if you look here, you have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven imbalances, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have, I mean, how many points is that? One, these are 5 points each, 10 points each. So you have 70 points where there were three times more sellers than buyers. So when we retrace into this area, right, where are we going? Probably going down because these
Yeah.
buyers don't want to go under. And you'll see sometimes where like uh there'll be imbalance at the end of a candle. And that's another indicator that I wanted to talk to you about is like where you see imbalances at the end of a candle and they tend to get ran through. So like right here, see how like there's a bunch of imbalances in this candle? You can barely see it. Let me see if I can zoom in here. There's a bunch of red imbalances right here.
Mm-hmm.
These are the imbalances that you're taking your money from when you long, right? Because all these people shorted,
Short, and they got
they
trapped.
all
Yeah.
and they got trapped exactly. So when you long, you're taking their money.
Is
And you
that like
guys
absorption? Is that what
yeah,
absorption is?
that's absorption, yeah.
Okay.
Because down here, if you have bookmap or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
there's probably a bunch of passive orders
Definitely. Yeah.
and then you can just go they go in, they hit the passive orders, they get absorbed, and then as soon as they're losing, the buyers step in,
Mm-hmm. You
you
just
know, run
enter.
through their money.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, got
Same
you.
thing here. It's like you have your fair value gap, right? Or you have your order block.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it align with? Your order block aligns with this stacked imbalance, which has a higher probability than an order block that doesn't have an imbalance in it. Like let's say this one right here. This
Yeah.
one doesn't have an imbalance till over here. So stuff like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But again, I'm going on a tangent. I really just wanted to see the Dodgy's indicator on either side of volume. So then we have like that's something you can add to increase the win rate,
Yeah.
essentially.
Let's do it. All right. Um, you want to pull up my screen again?
Yeah, I have yours already. I have
Okay.
yours up.
Perfect. All right.
I, yeah.
So we'll start at. Is there anything I need to change about this?
I think you need to add another SVP.
Okay. So I have just this one. Should I turn the kill zones off? So just add another one of
It's
these.
whatever you want. Yeah, I would just add another of the SVPs because you have to have one for overnight and then you have to have one for the daily.
Got it. And then
So go to you can change the lines on the value area here. So click them on and then change the lines.
to what should I change them to?
I would just go black,
Oh,
black.
black.
I go
Okay.
black,
Gotcha.
black, and then
Orange.
the POC some random color. It don't matter.
Got it.
Orange, yellow, purple, whatever.
And then anything else?
And then on the inputs, go to custom, and then I do 930 to 1700 or to like 1655. You can type it in too. Yeah, there you go.
Got it. Okay.
And then this one should line up right beside your other one.
So is this right? Does this look
Uh,
right?
yeah, it looks right.
Okay.
Asia just started, so yeah, this looks good.
Let me just turn this on. See. Yeah, Asia started over here.
Yeah,
Or
perfect. Why is there a gap in there?
this would be overnight session, right? Or this
Yeah,
is
I
the.
think you have to pull your other SVP back.
Okay. How do I do that? Is it this? No, it's. Oh shit.
To 16. So yours should be 930 to 17.
Oh, so this one should be what 9:30?
No. That's the overnight one, right? That one should be 18 to um 925.
9:25.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this
Maybe it's
one
your other.
9:30 to 16:55.
Is that 4 5? Type in 17. Am I tripping? can't see the numbers on the bottom of your screen.
Like over here.
Yeah, yeah. Double click the other one. It's the other one that's messed up.
Okay.
Yeah, and then go back an hour. Go to 17 to 925.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. That's better.
Yeah. Okay. Um.
Good to go.
Okay. So we are. This is March. All
And
right.
then just pick a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pick a day, and then it'll automatically go to it.
Well, I actually
I don't.
chose new. Like,
I was
yeah. That's not a.
I
That's
was
not
like,
a great.
I don't know about that.
That's not a great. All right. Let's pick right here. All right. How do I do this now? Just go through
I
with the
mean,
Dodgy
you
indicator.
just go. Yeah, you
Okay.
just go, and then the biggest thing is like whenever it pops up, we'll check on which side of value we are, or if we're coming off of a value area.
Got it. Okay.
Whenever it gives you a
So, I mean, there was a short there. There was long
yeah,
here.
is can you pause it and then go back because the SVP doesn't populate? No, no, just scroll, just scroll back. No, 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 don't click nothing.
Yeah.
There you go. There we go. So then that way we have the SVPs up because they don't show unless you look at them first.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good to go now.
Yeah, you're good here.
Okay.
So like right here, since we're in premium,
Mm-hmm.
I only want shorts, right?
Shorts. Yeah. But do you want to wait for shorts after Asia high gets swept, or?
Probably, yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Okay.
This is the thing, like I'm not sure, and that's why I wanted to back
Yeah.
test it
Yeah.
to see like when.
So long here.
So like that's the thing. I wouldn't take the long because we're in premium. You
Got
see what
it.
I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And then right there, we're in shorts. I'm okay taking that short
Mm-hmm.
because we're in premium,
I see. But we would
right?
want to probably wait for Asia high to
We
be
would probably
swept. Yeah.
exactly.
So we this would probably be like like a
That
good.
would be the first stub
Yeah.
if it plays out, right?
Yeah. So now this one is probably I don't know. That one doesn't play out.
What is it? Was this like yeah, that one played out.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're about to enter the session here.
Low key, yeah. Probably only tests like from New York session, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
See
so
right there though how we got the short
yeah,
in premium?
let's go back. So this is 9:30 right here.
Okay. So we got that. Now
So this is market
let's
open right
see.
here, this red line. So at
Yeah.
market open, we actually manipulated that entry signal inside
And
of
then came down.
pre-market, yeah, and then came down.
Can we see where we're at in the volume?
Yes.
Obviously, see we're way above.
Got
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I'm like, this is it's that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the extra thing to push you from A plus to S. It's like, okay, well, we barely broke above the volume, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The volume changes every time. That's why I use the overnight session for the session, and I use the session for the overnight, if that makes sense.
I
So,
see.
like, since the last session was overnight,
Uh-huh.
what do? We went above,
Mm-hmm.
barely broke it,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's the thing that's sending you back down, right? Because you have to go back into value or fair value. And then that would have been your TP right there is TP1 at the point of control.
Got
However
it.
many points that is. I don't know how much that is, but
So would this be another one too? What is this black? This is value area low, right?
value area low exactly. So
So
that would have
this
been TP2,
So
right?
off of that, we sweep London low, tap value area low, delivering from this
Yes,
5
then
minute
you
fair
can go
value gap.
higher.
Flip this,
You
get
can
the
go
entry
high.
signal right here, break even at this 5 minute fair value gap, and you got cooked.
Yeah, you get cooked. I mean, it played
Jeez.
out again,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
just
That's just unfortunate. 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on.
yeah. It is kind of like heat map. So Simaha. It is kind of like heat map. So essentially, like you can go on. I think my chart's still up. You guys can hop over there real quick. If you look here, you can change the candles to volume footprint. Right. This is only with the premium package though. So if you don't have it, I'm sorry. But you go to volume footprint, and then you double click the candles, and you can go down here where it says imbalance. Right. Most people have it at 300%. You can go to 4. I wouldn't go over 4 because then you're just like it's mainly just news after that. But you turn on the stacked levels, and then you can see where all the big people put in orders, right? And then obviously the higher time frame, the bigger the bar, the bigger the imbalances. And you can see like here's the fair value gap, here's this. This is all news. Um, yeah, stuff like that. And then that way it's like, oh, we tapped back into an imbalance, we pushed away, that imbalance holds, yada yada. So it's definitely helpful for sure. Kind of cracked.
Let's if you're ready, let's run it again. Still.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just showing them how
No,
to turn
yeah,
on the thing.
perfect. Um,
I think this was probably like a ranging day, but you can see how it's reacting from value area high to value area low, and then eventually it has to break it, right? Eventually it has to break and then go to the thing.
let me skip in time.
Yeah. And you can turn off if we're just going to do the New York session,
Uh-huh.
you can just leave the overnight session on. The SVP for the overnight. You don't have to have them both on.
So which one is that? Bottom or top? This one.
Yeah, turn that one off.
Want to get to the New York session.
Yeah. And we'll see where it we'll see where like the value area high and low are in this thing too whenever it decides. That's the thing though, you have to like look at it for it to turn on. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So right here, we're in a premium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting us to
Come down.
want a short, right?
Yeah.
At least come down to value area high here.
So that would be this black line.
That would be that black line.
Got
Exactly.
it. Okay.
Yes. At a minimum to go down there.
So we tapped that because that was right here at this wick.
Yep.
Entry signal here, but I don't like this at all. There's probably a 2 or 3 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't like that really. Let's wait for everything to load in.
Yeah. And see from the very start, we broke above value area high. So we're short biased, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that way you can turn on the dodgies to only look for
Only
shorts
look for
while you're
shorts.
above.
You're right. I wonder if there's a
You know
way
what I
that we
mean?
could code that into it, honestly.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
there
And
is.
again, it would take more testing, right?
Of course, yeah.
But see, notice how we're below value now.
Mm-hmm.
And where are we going? We're
More for
going
longs.
back
Yeah.
into value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, low key, like this is like when I say like, all right, we broke the range and now we're gonna come back into the range. It's just
This is the range.
yeah, this is the range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the range. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the SVP though. I think you're over, man. I think you're over on the things. See how like you're bleeding into New York session?
Like this. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
shouldn't,
shouldn't
right?
happen. Mm. Go back an hour to 825. You can type it in. Yeah. And then see if that aligns. Yeah, there you go.
That this is market
That's
open
perfect.
though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the way you want it.
Okay. Got it.
And then that way you can see how the overnight session played out.
Got it.
And you can see how like right there we bounced at how I said like, hey, we're going right to value area high at a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
That's because like remember how I said the market wants to open? and it wants to ping one of these levels,
The
and
most
then it'll
lowest, right?
exactly,
Got
yeah.
it. Okay.
And that way, right here, it's like any sells are fair. But see how you got the sell on the bottom of value,
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
I'm not going to take the sell
Exactly. Exactly.
at discount. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
That was nice.
and you could see like where the resistance lined up in the middle right there.
Mm-hmm.
It lined up at fair value. And you'll notice that whenever you have choppy days, it's when you're in fair value, right? Because nobody wants to move the price too far away.
And
If
it's
that
like
makes
actually
sense.
fair, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's fair value. So
Yeah.
like the buyers like it and the sellers like it. So there's not going to be a lot of movement. It's just going to ping pong, right?
Yeah.
But that's why I was saying like the two entries you got, you would have lost, right? Because you're not considering premium and discount at that range. That's why I think this is so broken, dude. I think it's so broken. Like just like the little things that you could do with it is crazy.
Yeah. I need to back test it a little bit more and still become more familiar with it because.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's a YouTube channel called World Class Edge.
Okay.
It's the guy who trained like Fabio Valentini and the other world champ of the Robbins Cup.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, well, we'll see what these people know. And then you're like, holy shit, dude, these people know a lot more than I know. And then I was testing their stuff, and it was, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Uh, the overnight range today, Slazzy, we rejected off of the value area high, which we had to reject off the value area high because there's nowhere else to reject from because we shot up 700 points, 800 points. But yeah, today we rejected off the midpoint and off of value area high of the
Okay.
overnight session.
Okay. See, I need to really study this more because I know that there is stuff here and I don't know how to really use it to my advantage yet, honestly.
Well, really, just use it as premium and discount.
Okay.
So mark out the overnight range and use premium and discount. And then if you're above, like let's say we're super bullish.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet just took a shit. All I heard was when
Okay.
you're super below and then
Yeah, it's like so when you're below here,
mm,
right?
mm,
You're expecting longs for the day. Well, Trump tweets, we go higher. Now I'm only looking for shorts because I'm in premium. And then you had like this is another thing that I'm testing out. SMTs in premium and discount work incredibly great. So just for future reference.
got
But
it. Yeah.
once we're in premium here, I'm only looking for shorts. So when the market opens and we start shooting up, whatever, but we're going lower. And I'm not looking for longs while I'm in. Does that make sense?
Of
What
course,
is
yeah.
what?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like this, and then if you look, the perfect trade today was catching this short down like to a minimum to where value area high of
Mhm.
last night.
Mhm.
that was the perfect trade to take during the session that caught you the most
Amount of
for the
points.
least amount of
I
risk.
see. Yeah.
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
Then like we'll go back to the day after, right?
Hmm.
This is the day that this was last Friday, right? Right here, what do we do? I'm looking for longs, right? I'm looking for longs, but we went here. Let me go on the 5 minute. Looks a lot easier. I was looking for longs until what? We hit the ceiling. There's your ceiling.
Hmm.
We hit the ceiling. We bounced off. I'm like, well, I'm not looking for longs no more because we hit one of the key levels to bounce off of, and we went down. Does that make sense?
I
So like
100%.
I'm
Yeah.
long biased. I'm long biased
Hmm.
until I hit one of these three, and either I break through it and then for sure I'm long biased, no problem, or I ping off of one and I am no longer long biased, right? Because we go here, and here's another thing: you can turn on these fancy candles here, and what do? We're in a massive imbalance here.
I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I was like, this indicator, if you could get it on the other candles, be cooking.
So I.
But you go,
Oh, continue.
go ahead,
Continue.
go ahead. No,
So
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say. So I have someone that I met on TikTok also that is very familiar with exactly what you're talking about. I would love to connect you to and see if we can like pinpoint exactly how to make an indicator off of all of this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm totally cool with it, right?
Right.
I was under the impression, I'm under the impression that the market always hits value area low, value area high, whatever. And this is where it gets crazy. Let me replay this for you, and I'll show you another reason that I was short
Mm-hmm.
biased on Friday. So if you take the anchored, I always count 5 days, right? Not including the day I trade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you anchor it, right? And then it'll pop up these things, whatever. This purple line is value area low, right?
Okay.
So if we're so far below these, what's the closest thing you can hit? It's only value area low right here, right? Because
Okay.
market open,
Uh-huh.
if we were going to hit this, we would have hit this on the open.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, we're probably not bullish there because we would have bounced off of this to go lower,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, okay, well, we would have, if we were, if I wanted to be bearish, I would have wanted to see this bang and then run down,
I
right?
see. Yep. Yep.
But what Price did, it ran down immediately. So I'm like, oh, I'm looking for longs. But then I'm thinking, there's nothing here. There's nothing to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the next lowest level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is over here, right? The next lowest level's above us. So what are we hitting here? There's nothing here. And that's why I was like, oh, we have to go short
I see.
because there's no key level to hit here.
I see.
And
Okay.
what do? We went down, came back up, and then you banked off of this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Dodgy's printed too, but you banked
It
off
did.
of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like here, like let's say you're going to, like, I don't know where we are on the weekly, but let's say you're coming in on Thursday, right? On Thursday, we're below fair value. So as soon as we go down, I'm like, great. We're going down to sweep, right? We sweep all this. And then what do? We start going up. Well, I'm instinctually thinking, if you're on the 1 minute here,
Uh-huh.
what this is Friday, so this is whatever day. This is where the value's like up here somewhere.
Got it.
Let
Okay.
me
Yeah.
turn
Yeah.
it on. There
That's
we go.
fine.
Like look how far below we're
Yeah.
below value. So
Yeah.
what do? We swept the low,
Mm-hmm.
and then as soon as we get a CISD, I'm taking it long because we're already in such a discount
Discount.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you take, you can take your IFVGs, you can take whatever, but as soon as you get this CISD, you can target value area low.
I see. I see
And
exactly
if
what
you
you're
see,
saying.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
rejection, rejection, rejection,
Mm-hmm.
little deeper, but essentially rejection. And then your TP2 is here.
I
And then
see.
your TP3 would be there.
Yeah. And
And
I
you
mean,
notice how we barely broke above.
yeah. Wow.
So, yeah. And you can always, like, right here, this one goes and we open. Well, we're in discount. So when we start going up, I'm like, oh, we're probably gonna bang this. Well, what do? We bang the options market gap, the
The
midpoint,
RTH gap. Yep, perfectly.
the RTH gap. Yeah. And then what do? Boom, you take off. And that's what I'm saying. You're always gonna hit. It seems to me we're always gonna hit one of these levels, right? This one today, this day, it didn't play out. But market open, I'm looking for shorts. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see what you're saying. 100%.
And then what do? We shorted to where? Ding, ding, ding. The closest level off of the thing.
Yo, I just checked. You want to check the chat? There's a lot of people. I
Oh
just,
shit, dude.
I
I
did.
have not been checking it
Me
at all.
neither. I just
Just
checked.
gonna yeah, let's fix that. What settings on I was using the anchor volume profile. These are my settings. Let me specify that I am in central time. So all this is if you're in central time. Uh this is the SVP for the overnight range, right? And then if you want to screenshot that real quick, and then we'll go to the style. This I mean this doesn't really matter. This just shows how big they are. Um the inputs, this is what I use for my overnight, and then this is what I use for my session. But again, this is for central time, so I'm an hour behind New York.
Hmm.
For New York. Yes, I am using the Asia session for New York. But if you go on the SVP, you can just do 8:30 to 1600 on if you're in Central Time. You're gonna have to adjust it if you're in California time or New York time. Um, do not manually draw them with a fixed range profile too. I'll draw the fixed range profile only if we're trending, right? So here you go, Slazzy. This is a if we're trending here, like I'll take a fixed range profile from the low to the high, and then price wants to retrace again. This is where it gets crazy into low volume. That's what I'm saying though. Like we're in a premium, we're coming down to low volume to rebalance before we can go higher, which is super crazy. And then I'm pretty sure you can also take like a standard deviation of this leg and it'll take you up here. Don't quote me on this, but uh, it's pretty close. But yeah, stuff like that. Normal stuff. But essentially, what I'm looking at is also like if you're in the middle of the night and you see that you're below and you make SMT, that's probably the manipulation like here, taking you higher. Does that make sense, John?
I understand that. Yeah. I don't know if you're selling
Okay.
this Lassie, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then yeah, and then here's another one.
Uh-huh.
This is like an example that I really wanted to like if you're going to get deep into this, like notice how we came up, we're down, we come up.
Mm-hmm.
We should ping pong here,
You should.
but we never did. Then you know that this is what's holding you up, right? The fair value sent you back the other way. Another reason to short back into fair value, or at least try to, anyways.
I see. Yeah, yeah.
And this was like FOMC week, so it was a little fucky. But
Mm-hmm.
again, look, we opened up, and let's just say you would have caught this trade, right? We opened up, and what did we hit? We rejected
Is that point of
point of
control?
control,
Yeah.
point of control right there. So if there's a dodgies in there, cool. If you want to just take the inverse, you take this here. No, wrong one. Take this here.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Stops here.
Yeah.
And then what do you target? You can target 2 to 1. You could take a deviation. You could take whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But even just a 2 to 1 right there is 95 points.
Perfect. Dude.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a 2.5,
Yeah.
that ends up
Who's better than
118.
you?
Easy peasy,
Yeah.
right? And it's super simple, right? You just open up,
Mm-hmm.
you reject look like let's say you go here, you reject this level.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have taken this trade because well, I would have probably taken this trade because it's a
well, there's no confirmation
there's
there.
exactly there's nothing yet.
Exactly.
But oh, I keep forgetting this is on the 1 minute. I watch my chart on the 5, so I normally don't trade the first 5 minutes.
Got it.
Um, but you go here, what do we do? Rejected POC, we went higher,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's go to the next day. We opened up. What do we reject? the
POC.
POC.
Yeah, perfectly.
Where are we going?
IFB.
Opposite way of the POC.
Yep. Wow.
And that's why I'm like, this is kind of crazy. We go here. I'm looking for shorts, right? Because
Mhm.
we're above.
Mhm.
We open up, we slam up. And then what do? You could take this trade here, the CISD here. I think it's right here. You take this CISD. Where are you taking it? To value area high,
I see.
right? Once you get your rejection at value area high, well, you didn't reject value area high. You rejected POC here. And then you get your inverse for value gap. And then what do? You target the highs at a minimum. At a minimum, the highs, right?
Mhm.
And it just simple stuff.
It really is.
Very, it's literally like here's two lines. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
Right here, I want a short, right?
Mhm.
I want a short. So what do we do? Market open. We came up. We came here. You probably would have shorted somewhere in here, right? And then
Point
what are you
control.
shorting to?
Point
At
control.
first, the first is POC,
Mhm.
right? And then the next is these lows which never got ran,
What?
right?
You might have gotten. You might have gotten lucky.
Ah, you might have got edge there, right?
Yeah. You
Ah,
might have gotten lucky
maybe,
if
maybe.
you were off by a
Might have got
tick.
lucky.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you put it
if
if
you're
you
off by
place
a
it
tick,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, this is what I'm saying though. Like once you like the market's gonna ping something,
Mhm.
right? And that's the thing. Like the market's gonna ping something, and like once you break above, you kind of know you're bullish because you never touched this part, right? You never went to the bottom, which means that these buyers in here held this up.
I see.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you never came down, you're still like you can go bullish.
Still.
And that's the thing. This thing moves based on the way that it's calculated in trading view is based on the size of your candles. So like let's see if this looks different here. Fuck, I don't know what day we were on. We were right here. See how like rejected this one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You would have taken this trade, would have went probably break even. After you hit this one,
Mhm.
you probably go break even and then you get taken out. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right here, we're super bullish all through the night. And what do? We opened up, rejected the highs.
Yeah. That's wow. That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like this shit's kind of nuts. I'm like, it's so simple. Right
It really
here, what
is.
do? We opened up. I'm bullish because we're way below, right?
Mhm.
And then you could have caught this CISD right here, this CISD on open. I don't know if this would have wicked you, but it probably would have wicked you.
Does
Oh, this is
this?
on the five. This is on the five.
Uh.
You would have had like something in here
Yeah.
to tell you to go higher, right?
Does this make sense
And
after the direction gets confirmed with what we were talking about? Take Dodgy's entries based off of rejecting low volume node, targeting opposing liquidity.
low volume node would be like this,
Okay.
right? So these are low volume nodes. These are high volume nodes
Got it.
right there.
Okay.
So I don't know. Again, this is why I wanted to
Yeah, we
back
gotta
test
backtest
it.
it. Yeah.
And obviously I know I have to go on a tangent to get you guys to like learn this stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But if you look on right here, this price came down to fill this volume. Dun dun dun.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm like, oh, this shit is cracked. But yeah, essentially, you want to go long here, and then where do we go to? Well, whatever your entry signal is, which like I think the CISD happens on this candle, maybe. Your first target. This is on the 5 minute, so I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
where the CISD
exactly.
actually
That's fine.
happened.
That's fine.
Let's say it happened in here somewhere, right? Then what do you target? You target the next area, which is value area low. The next area is the midpoint. Next area is POC,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
right? And you can take off based on whatever you're going there. Right here, we're below, right? And then what do? We hit the POC. This is like an extremely hard day, but Since we're at the low, I'm targeting the highs, right? So once you get a CISD or whatever, I don't think anything popped up here to take a trade, but you could have taken it off of this high here.
Mm-hmm. And
And then
once we
once you get
tap
your
that,
close through there.
yeah, I see.
Exactly. Now, again, there's a better signal in here. I'm on the 5 minute, right? There's something better here. I'm 98% sure that Dodgy's popped up here, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then,
Yo, Adrian, can you pull up today's price action before market open?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're right here. This was price action. So, like I said, I'm looking for longs. Oh no, this is not
That's
it.
Thursday.
Sorry, I'm on a replay here.
No, you're good.
Right here. I'm
Yeah, like if
bearish,
you put
right?
like 929 or some shit.
929. Uh, let's see. Like here,
Yeah, like if you put it in
right?
replay mode, because I don't think I'm just throwing mine on my chart. I don't think mine aligns with yours, with your settings.
Oh, I have mine at 25, 925. And I have it locked at 925. So this is what mine looked like.
What price level is that volume area high at for you?
395 on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute.
Yeah,
If you're
mine's
looking
at
at it on the
100.
15,
Mine's 100 points higher. It's so weird.
are you in Central Time?
No, I have it the indicator set to America/New York. So 1800 to
America's.
925.
You have a custom, right? Obviously.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I have it on customs, yeah, because
No,
whenever
I
I
have
was
it
putting
too.
mine in, I don't know what coast you're on. Um,
New
but in
York.
Central Time, I have to use Central Time. You know what I mean? So like again, let's see just if this works. Uh, market only. Yeah, this one doesn't work all the way.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
mine
I don't know. You're
custom New York, then 1800 to 925, all New York time. Just so weird. It just doesn't align. So I have no idea.
yeah, you're probably just gonna have to fiddle with the time, and the times might not be correct, but as long as they line up with 1800 and 925, 920, whatever, you're good. You know what I mean?
Could it be the
It's
MNQ contract?
it'll be the M&Q contract. Yeah, that's what I use. You can probably use
Wait,
NQ if you guys are rich, but I'm not that rich, so
you-
I only
wait,
use
what
M&Q.
settings though?
This here these are my settings, but let me just say I'm in Central Time, so they're not going to be the same
Oh,
settings
okay,
as you guys.
gotcha.
Yeah. The biggest thing is take the 1800 range up to 930. But let me just say, let me go back to what I was talking about before. On this day, today, we're only looking for shorts, right? And then where's your confirmation? You come up, you get the sweep, you put in an SMT, perfect short. And then what are you targeting? You put your short, you get your inverse right here. And then what are you targeting? Your first target, value area high. Your next target, midpoint. And your next target is POC. I
Wow.
don't think it's going to run back 600 points.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, this is probably.
That's
You can
enough.
also target the other side of the box, too,
Hmm.
right? The box sometimes fills, like, a lot of times fills, but it hasn't in the past recent months. So, I kind of, like, stepped away from it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, this thing is, like, almost a cheat code for what your daily bias is going to be. Does that make sense?
100%. Yeah, yeah.
So like we broke the top. I'm expecting to take the bottom. We rejected POC. So then I'm like, oh, I'm bullish,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And you would have caught this leg. Now, if you want to get real technical with it, you can start planning like you remember how I showed you like the AMD stuff?
Yep.
I was like, this is your accumulation here.
Yep. Yep.
This is your manipulation taking the thing.
Hmm.
This is your distribution leg.
And then
And then
X.
this is your X all the way down to here.
Wow. Wow. So
You know
how
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
combine that?
Oh, I just look for consolidations. Like this is your consolidation here,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
We'll say this consolidation.
Uh-huh.
I say it is. And then I'm like, okay, what is if this is my manipulation, my distribution has to be here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'll take a fib and I'll do the projections like this. And I'm like, again, I'm looking at this in hindsight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm coming in up here. So I'm like, okay, either this is the projection or this is the projection. And I know price is going to want to reverse from here or price is going to want to reverse from here at a minimum,
Got
right?
it. Got it.
And I'm like, since we blasted through here at market open, then I'm like, oh, this is the projection, reverse from here. And then as soon as you get a break of the four, or I mean, I have a friend, he takes it at the 3.5 and he'll just put his stop up at like 450
I see.
at 4.5.
I see.
And then you just write it down. And then you can probably, I tend to take projections on like the 3 minute to show me where I'm going from here. That makes sense. So you can then take like this projection down and then you take it right to the two. And if you could see, like it went right there,
Yeah.
right? So then this is what I consider the end of the move,
Wow.
stuff like that. But it's all based on like AMD and stuff. But what I've noticed is if you're above, you're gonna go lower, unless you reject a key point. Like here, we rejected POC. Here, we rejected value area high. Here, we rejected value area high. And like some people say, like, oh, well, that's not a big move, but like that's 100 points right there.
Nah, that's good enough
You
for
know what I
me,
mean?
bro. Dude.
128 points right there. Right here is like you rejected this. So where are you going? Well, if this is your consolidation and you manipulate it down, at a minimum, you're going here. At a minimum, you're going here to the two, but normally you clear the box. So let's say you would have taken this rejection here, stops at the low, target the two. That's 260 points,
Yeah. Wow.
right? You're at least going to close the box if you're,
And two
nine
and a half,
tenths of the way there.
2.5, like 2.25 lines up perfectly with the opposite side of the box. That's insane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then this should have been the end of the move,
Mm-hmm.
but then Trump talked and, you know, market maker over here.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying. And like here, you're below, you go above. We literally hit this area and then we're just kind of chilling.
I see.
You know what
Wow.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we didn't do jack shit the rest of the day.
Wow.
Right here, we're below, we're going above. We got above. Like, I don't know about you, but this is 150 points, 135 points,
Dude, that's more than enough for
right?
me. Yeah.
And you barely took out the highs,
And then you could look for the
and then
opposite.
and then you can look for the opposite way
Exactly.
because we've already hit everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe we would have went up here, right? I don't know. In hindsight, yeah, you can say that, but you could have aimed for here. But the safest spot is you take half off at the point of control, you take the other here, and then you're done,
I see.
right? And that's 130 points. Right here, this is an example of the ETH working again, but this one, sorry, where was that at? Man, I hate this
I know. Replay mode
application.
is it's so ass when you do that.
It's so bad. I hate like I change time frames and it just switches
I
everything.
know. It's so annoying.
Right. Man, dude. And then normally I make them like move together, but sometimes they just don't move together. Where were we? We were right here. What day is this? Tuesday? Tuesday. Right here's Tuesday, March 17th, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're above, so I'm already looking for shorts.
Wow.
And then we came right to like literally
Yeah.
tick
Perfectly.
the fucking box, tick
Yeah.
the box. And that's why I'm like, it just works too much to not how you say, to not do the thing. Like here's the example of the consolidation, manipulation, distribution. Here we rejected the POC, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting like once we reject a key level like this, I'm instantly bearish. And then let's say you would have let's say you don't get a good entry and you catch it here. That's still a fat win.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
easily, bro.
Still a fat win.
Yeah.
And if you use projections here, your projection would have been like this. You're targeting the 2 down here. That's a lot of points,
No, it is. Yeah.
you know?
Wow.
And that's just, hopefully this helps you guys. Is there any indicator premium trading view? I don't know if there's a similar indicator. You can take there's a fixed range volume profile. It's over here in the trading tools, and then you can mark out like any any range you want. So you just go from like 1800 to like 925, and it's the same thing. It gives you the same POCs and everything, and it's free, so you don't have to. I normally take my trades on like the I like the 3 minute the most, but it's whatever you're comfortable with. Because like I know John always takes it on the 1 minute. I get a heart attack on the 1 minute, man. It's just too fast. But here's another example. They're like right here we rejected value area high.
Hmm.
Let's go back a little more so I can show you like right here. This one we ES rejected the midpoint. That's one thing you have to look at with these midpoints is that ES will reject this. And then hold on, John. I'm getting a
No problem.
phone call. Give me two
Take your time.
seconds.
Take your time. Yeah, fellas. I hope. Yeah, no. Authoring does actually take fucking 1 second live, 1 second trees on the live account. It's insane. We want to definitely build this out into an indicator. That'd be insane. What's that box? That's the RTH gap. So overnight price action, um, from like 6 to 9:25.
Hey, I apologize, John. I have to go help my
No
wife.
problem.
She's
No problem.
pregnant. I have to help her up the stairs.
No problem.
So I'll come right back though. Give me just
No
two
problem. Take
two
your time, bro.
minutes.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Nah, this is interesting.
Nah, this is
I
some real
came
good
in
sauce,
a
bro.
while late, but I remember when he came in and talked about it the other day.
Hmm. Nah, he's got some really good sauce, bro. I'm gonna connect, him and you, Gabo. I know you're in the TikTok. You guys are gonna talk, and this is gonna be we're gonna make some crazy stuff out of this. So I'm not 100% sure, Crave. We'll have to wait for Adrian to come back. This is like I'm learning this all with you guys right now. So honestly, I have no idea. Gabo, are you in our free Discord right now? Join our free Discord, Gabo. The link's in bio, and then I'm gonna get you into a development chat. We're also live in the Discord, so you can come and actually like watch a full screen and stuff. You know.
So the time that he's looking at this is like 6 p.m. Eastern time to 9:25.
Yeah, all of overnight price action.
Gotcha.
So yeah, this is order flow, right? This is considered order flow. I don't know if anyone knows, but
I'd I'd probably consider it that just because you can see exactly where all the volume is coming from, but it's not like live, if that makes.
All right. I have returned.
awesome.
But yeah, sorry for explaining so much. It's just
No, dude. I
I
mean,
wanted to
it's
show you how powerful this is, so you're not like, so you never miss anything. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I mean, dude, I'm really glad that I'm also recording this also to be uploaded to YouTube as well. So if anyone
Yeah,
missed
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
this free sauce.
Free sauce, free sauce.
Hell yeah.
And like I said, it'll always hit something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It'll almost always hit something. Like right here, we market opened. This is the day that it dumped a shit ton.
Uh-huh.
Like market open, and what do? We retrace back into value area low, rejected it, and then we're off to the
Yeah,
races.
yeah,
See what I'm saying?
yeah. A bunch of people are having issues with the settings. We might just have to go over them, try and figure it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is, like, I use custom because I don't how to. Again, these are the settings for just Central Standard Time, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't know why it goes like because um sorry, it's 1700 my time, so it's 5 o'clock, which means it's 6 o'clock New York time. So if you do a custom session, it's probably based on the time of your computer, but don't
Yeah,
quote me on that.
I would.
Yeah, it's based on the
Mhm.
time of your computer.
Yeah.
And then on the style, I just do 50% up and down.
Well, so
None of this really matters.
actually, you're UTC -4. I am too. It might be the same, honestly. Then the settings.
Maybe, yeah. It could, you know what it could be? Daylight savings. So we might have the same time. And this
Oh.
thing was made during the other daylight savings.
Yo, Brozy, I don't know if you're still here. Try that. See if that fixes it.
Let me try it.
You're in
I got.
discount when you try to
Um,
short, but the only thing that changes the bias is that we bounced off of one of the key levels, right? So like we're coming from the top, so I'm already short biased, right? We're coming from the top. Since we're shorting, I'm like, okay, this follows the trend. Like I'll just enter on the close of this candle or the close of the CISD here, right? If we're close to market open. The only reason I don't take trades before market open is because sometimes this will just get ran through. So if you take this trade, you got to go break even like immediately because sometimes it'll just come back up,
Mm-hmm.
sweep the highs, and then run lower.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what I tend to do is like I'm bearish because we're above. Market opens and we run through, and then we reject the value area low. So I'm continuing lower. But yes, we are in discount. But at this point, the market makers want to push price to a different fair value, which moved to here. Does that make sense? So like this is fair value here at the POC, and then they wanted to move fair value down here. Well, to move it, they have to start a distribution leg, right? So once we reject here, I'm like, oh, we're in distribution.
Mm-hmm.
We're going further down.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like you, let's say like we're here. Well, if we're already trending down, I'm not looking for longs here. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for longs in this if I'm already trending.
Of course.
The
Yeah.
thing is, if I'm above and I want to short and we already started shorting, the way that the world champion says it, he's like, if the fighter wins the first 8 rounds and then the other fighter starts coming back for 2 rounds, who do you think's gonna win the fight?
I like
The
that.
one who
Yeah.
who
Or
won the first eight
8 rounds.
rounds, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so that's what I'm saying. Like if this is already winning, this little pullback shouldn't take you to the thing.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. And then this day, let me just say,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happened this day. We didn't hit a key level. We didn't nothing.
Mm.
We just ran to the
Just
sky.
ran through.
But the last thing you did was hit here. So I'm looking for shorts. As soon as we ran through up, I'm out. I'm off the market,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't know. Now, what you could have done, I don't know if it worked, but we can check here. You can go from low to high. And yeah, there's nothing here. I would have taken something here, but
That's fine.
that happens too.
No.
That
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's this. What do? We went lower, we sweeped, went into discount,
Mm-hmm.
right into premium.
Lost to the races.
Off to the races. Yeah, exactly. Right here, we were in premium. We touched the middle of the box.
Like
And what do we
perfectly.
do? Like perfectly. And then we shorted.
Jesus.
Right here, we're in discount. We opened up. We swept out these lows. And we were off to the races.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know what I'm
steady.
saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got to help my wife with stuff now that she's back home.
No
If you
worries.
guys have questions, just hit me up. Hit John up. Maybe he can help you out a little bit. But,
Dude, we might
you
have
know,
to
it's
just open
definitely,
up. We might have to open up like a volume profile or an order flow channel and just start
yeah, yeah, yeah.
bullshitting in there.
And
You know.
again, I'm not saying I'm an expert on this, right? I don't want to claim I'm an expert, right? I only learned this a couple weeks ago. I just think it's so powerful that I want you guys to learn it too because I'm like, fuck, dude.
Of course. No.
Like, look how
Thank you,
crazy
bro.
this is.
No,
You
thank you.
fill the box and then you reject it immediately and then you're off to the races. So,
Thank you.
and again, I want you guys to also look at this like your manipulation legs tend to come outside of the thing. So, like, here's accumulation, manipulate outside of it,
Mm-hmm.
distribution back, we X, and then we're back into accumulation again.
Mm-hmm. Manipulation
We're
out.
accumulating and we manipulate out of
Mm-hmm.
the value and then distribute out. So keep an eye on that.
100%.
Just yeah. And like I said, hopefully this helps you guys. I think definitely helped me a lot. Right? Like this thing, I'm not gonna say it changed my trading, but I definitely see the market different for sure. Because if I'm up here, if I'm market opens right here,
Mm-hmm.
and what do we do? We rejected the midpoint, we rejected the POC, and then what am I targeting? I'm targeting these lows, and then I don't know how much that was, but even just this is
Yeah.
120
Yeah.
points,
Yeah.
you know,
And then even on the
right
opposite
here.
side, you miss it, and then you could take the longs from the opposite side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And here's this one like market open,
Mm-hmm.
rejected the highs, and where we're going,
Yeah, this is
we're
like
dumping.
this is a really good way to like gauge kind of the range for where the market is gonna be for the day.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like you you come down, like we're above, right? So you're already like bearish.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come down, you reject this, you take it, you take a loss, whatever. But what are you trying to target here, right? It's like you could have taken a trade if you're bearish on this leg up. We probably created SMT up here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But then what are you targeting? Your first target's here,
I see.
right?
I see.
And then you would have even just this to this is 70 points, 78 points.
Yeah, dude, that's more than enough. You know.
So it's just something to look at. Right here, your market open is right here. You came up, and then let's say you get a CISD and you just take it down to the other side of the box. It's still 56 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, this is, super chop day, right? It's like you had this leg down, this leg up, and then chop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here, we opened up, we swept out, rejected the bottom. I'm long in this. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I agree. 100%.
So then and this is like, again, I'm not taking a Dodgy's indicator short right here.
Exactly. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking this. I'm not taking a Dodgy's indicator short while I'm down
Long.
here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's another thing that I'm like, this thing helps so much. Right here, we opened up, rejected the midpoint,
Yeah.
right?
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm like, it just gives you levels that almost always hit and almost always hold. Like here's market open. We came back, and I don't know where the key levels are, right? For the week, but right here, I know that we're rejecting value area low. And then as soon as you get this close here, you could have taken it back down this way. Again, super chop for the first, 30 minutes,
Yeah.
but it's kind of telling you a story like, hey, these buyers cannot break through this level. They're not breaking through it. So what are you doing? You're probably bearish.
Yeah. The obvious was bearish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, see, Crave is like, I back tested the
Yeah.
last 5 days and it worked 100% so far. It works a lot. I'm not saying it's 100%, but it definitely works a lot. That's why I was like, there's no perfect model, right? But it's kind of hard to fake volume. You know what I mean? Right here, You get your little wick, value area low, and then you're off to the races, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, right here, um, this is another day that it didn't work. Nothing. I don't have anything for you. Like I don't know what to tell you what
No,
happened
that's
here.
fine.
You know what
Question:
I
Go
mean?
back to the day after this one, the one that we just did.
This one?
Yeah. So, how are you taking the short? Isn't this kind of the same as the long that we just went over, but opposite?
Kinda, yeah. The thing I was seeing like on this day is that where's market open? Market opens right here, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, okay, I'm not taking the short till we close this candle, right?
Okay.
So like once I see this, I'm like, oh, okay, where's the high of the candle? The candle wicked value area low. Then you can put your entry down here. And also, I like to use the imbalances. So if you turn the imbalances on, you have to go. Let me replay. I can't replay with this.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. The imbalances don't show. They only show for so many candles back, and we're so far back, it's not going to show me
Yeah.
anything.
That's fine. That's fine.
But there's a shit ton of imbalances. I'll bet anything. There's a green imbalance here, and there's like 30 red imbalances here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
So that's the thing. I can't get it to show, and that's why I talked to you guys about it. I'm like, hey, this might help a lot.
No worries. That's fine.
But even here, like, what are you rejecting? You're not breaking this line, you know? Like you're not breaking it.
Yeah.
And if you're not breaking it, you're probably
Opposite.
going lower.
Yeah. Just go the opposite. That's it.
Yeah. Right here, what do we do? Like again,
Yeah.
I don't
Perfect.
normally trade the first 5 minutes, but if you would have, you're like, oh, what did we reject? Value area low, ETH gap.
Mm-hmm.
We're shorting.
Yeah. I see.
And there's probably SMT somewhere here or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shit, dude.
yeah.
Okay. This is pretty insane stuff, dude. I'm
Yeah.
gonna connect you with the one guy, Gabo. He he's pretty familiar with this stuff, and then I want you guys to just brainstorm and talk it over, and then let's go from there. Let's see how we can
Yeah.
formulate
And then
this.
you let me know. You let me know what you want out of it, right? Like, because I don't know, like, again, you
Well,
could say
even
these
if
are
you just
subjective, right?
but
But
even if you guys find like a similarity or like a something that's like in like that we can code into an indicator that like can give off an entry signal or whatever, we can then
yeah.
build like an order flow indicator, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we just need to find cuz like I don't know any of this and we don't know any of it like if you guys can just find like a commonality in a way that like what you see in the charts you can transcribe into just like words so that we could code it, like we could code anything that you could just like say into words, you know?
Yeah.
But this is insane stuff, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, this thing's crazy.
It really
Because even like here, it's like you opened up, you reject the POC. Okay, we're shorting. Where are you shorting to? Well, your first target is here. Your next target's here.
yeah.
And then your next target would probably be like down here, right? These
and
lows.
and even that like dude like I just keep seeing like even the midpoint off of it like when you see the rejection off of
Yeah.
it like that I guarantee you there's some sort of an IFEG in there. You just take the
There's
IFEG
something.
yeah, you just take the IFEG the
Yeah.
opposite way, that's it.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, we got to test the Dodgy's indicator to check for these things, right? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we get a dodgy signal here. Well, motherfucker, best believe I'm taking it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
best believe I'm taking this all the way. You know what I mean?
100%.
Or even like here, what do? We opened up, we rejected value area high, midpoint, and we're off to the races.
Wow.
We're right here. Where do we open? We opened here. We rejected this. You could have caught your short here,
Mhm.
right? Somewhere in here because I'm on the 5 minute.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then you target these lows, you go break even, whatever. It happens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But you also have to think though, this is like once you start getting a little better, you start seeing this. If this is your value area high and this is your POC and you get a fucking Drake candle all the way through the midpoint,
Yeah.
the POC and the thing, you're probably bullish, right? I would have liked it to touch down here, but you're probably bullish here because you have the midpoint, the POC and everything and you just broke through it.
Exactly.
And then that's the start of your breakout, right? And then yeah, just normal stuff. Right here, you're at the top, so you're expecting what? To go lower. And then you go here, you could enter here, your next target's midpoint, next target's value area low,
Yeah. Wow.
right? Right here, you came down, you filled the box, right? And again, it can either fill the box or wick the midpoint. And if you check on, I'm gonna try this. Hopefully this doesn't mess up. Um, is this the same day?
No. No. I don't think so. At
No,
least.
no, not at all. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Piece of shit.
They
But
need to fix that,
yeah,
bro. Like they're a multi fucking $1 million corporation. They can't just like fix little things like that. Like they know that's a
yeah.
bug.
But it's just something that like that day, the reason I zoomed in is because I think ES was the one that didn't touch or that touched the midpoint,
Hmm.
and that's something that like
You need to pay
here,
attention for. But
yeah, and that's something you,
that's easily like codable. Like it really
yeah,
is.
and that's what I wanted to like ask you too. I'm like, hey, if one asset wicks it and one asset doesn't, can
Hmm.
we code that? Obviously, there's something
Oh,
that's
definitely.
sounds easy to code, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh, I wish I could find that example now. Here, look, here's an example of it.
Hmm.
Oh no, that's the wrong day. So shit. Like, notice how they're not moving together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's getting me right here.
Oh, you want to fix that? We could fix that.
Well, normally I just do this.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the way I kind of go about that is press the circle in the middle, like on the bottom, the half circle
Uh,
in the middle of the screen. You see
where
it?
at?
On the bottom, like the half circle off to the right, in the middle of the screen, or like in the middle of your
Okay.
chart, like of NQ.
Oh,
Yeah,
this one.
yeah, yeah. Reset the chart view on both, and then it should lock both of them. And then no, well, don't do
Okay.
that. So
Oh,
don't you see how
well.
you click
Yeah,
the
yeah,
right
yeah.
side? Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And then click that one
Man, I wish it.
also. Click the half circle on this one on ES as well, or on the left side of your chart.
Yeah, I think I'm good right now.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
So
now it's locked. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying not to mess it up here too much. But I wanted to show you an example where like ES will. Dude, these are both M and Q, bro. I'm trolling.
Oh boy.
I am trolling, dude. I was like, these look so eerily similar. Oh, here we go. All right. So look at this. See how like this one wicked it and this one doesn't?
Hmm.
That's what like to me is high probability. Right here, see how this one wicked it and this one went through it?
Hmm.
Like that type of stuff I consider like SMT. It's not real SMT, right? But that stuff is what tends to show me like, hey, we're um like if you look here, sorry, wrong day. There it goes, messing up again. Right here, see how like we can't break the box, and this one we went into the box a little. Like it's stuff like that. Like those breaks in correlation with the box are the ones that seem to work out the most.
I see.
Like oh, go on this day. See how like this thing's like disgustingly
Just
discorrelated here.
yeah, putrid.
Again, I haven't figured out how to like grade it yet, but I know that it's not normal. Yeah. Let me see if I can find that day now. Yeah, I think it just kind of completely ruined the whole thing.
That's fine. No problem.
Uh, but yeah, let me let you go. I gotta help
Yeah.
my wife
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But
No problem. Dude, thank you for your time as always. You fucking did.
Craves over here posted like
Yeah.
20 RR trades and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Seriously, appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like I said, if if you have questions, you can holler at me. I'll explain to you the best I can. I'm not the best teacher, but
Hell yeah.
hopefully this helps.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
All right, but I gotta go.
Hell
I
yeah.
gotta help my wife
No
out. So,
problem. We'll talk soon. Thank you,
all
bro.
right. Yeah, yeah. And hit me up. Hit me up. Let me know.
For sure. Thank you,
So,
bro. Peace out.
all right. Yeah. Later, bro.
Peace out, guys.